What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Cultist Simulator. I'm your host, the Birdman Otis Falcon. This right here is a super awesome game, but there's a bit of a caveat involved here. This is one of those games where I feel a select few will really enjoy, and a select few will really just not really enjoy it too much. And the reason why is because this game is very story heavy. There's a lot of reading involved, but if you're a fan of like Lovecraftian, cultist type of like building, you're gonna really enjoy this. But if you're not a fan of like, say reading, like you're like, oh, I don't like the words on the screen, it hurts me when I have to read. If you're like that, you probably will not enjoy this game too much. All the information for this game will be down below. For now, let's get into the game. Let me go ahead and start off by purging my save, because I've had a really good thing going here, but I want to start fresh for you guys, so let's go into begin game. This is actually brought to us by the developers of, or not the developers, but at least a developer from Fallen London, Sunless. So if you are familiar with that, you kind of know the type of story this game's going to be, like very dark and lore heavy. So the first thing we'll do is just renaming my character. I will be Falcon 69 this time around, because I would like to start my own cult. 68 apostles under my guidance. That's the aim of my cult here. Okay? Alrighty, so let's start off. I should mention too, I'm a little bit sleep deprived at the moment, so this might be a little bit wilder than usual. So here we have our very first choice, which is work. Obviously, we need to pay rent, and we need money for a bunch of other things eventually, so we have to earn a living. The only thing we can do right now is find menu employment. These will be game cards you'll be putting into, like, I guess we'll call these like categories, right? So right now we have work. As you progress with the game, you'll get stuff like studying, and then you'll get into like the really crazy culty stuff. But right now, we have another shift at the hospital. And it's gonna run for a couple of seconds, and it'll probably give us a couple of cards here. We could also fast forward if we want to. And here we got 2 cards. We'll go ahead and collect those. What I like to do very often in this game, but you need to do a lot of this, is pausing. So we could go back to work if we want to. We got health and fun. So we could also click on these to learn more about them. This is my body. There are other bodies, but this one is mine. I like that reference there. And we have funds over here. And pay attention to these things over here. Essentially, some of these categories will demand certain options below here. So you'll be using like these cards based on demand on that one. So we could actually do a health one if we want to here for this one. Here we have Recall My Dream. So this is not something that requires our attention at the moment. But once again, I dream of a globe beneath the filthy skin of the world. The light through the black wood, the pale door, the old man. Let's go back to normal speed here. And we can work if we want to. What I like to do at this point now is to kind of save. This right now, what we're seeing, this is going to be, every time you start a run, you'll always have this start up here. But soon after, it starts branching off to have like a completely unique experience every single time you play. So here at the moment from our dreams, we have a contentment card. And something else that's face down. We have contentment and passion. We could also do work our passion, which apparently seems to be art. I used to paint. I could paint those sites I half remember from my dreams. I might sell something. I probably won't. Let's see if maybe by painting something, we could hopefully get somebody to buy our painting. And now we also have a yearning for this one. Sometimes using a card will open up another thing that you have to particularly use. So a yearning at the moment is going to be, oh, we don't have that card yet. Restlessness. Yeah, we don't have any restlessness at the moment. I don't think we can use any of this here. No, none of this is going to be restlessness, so we can't do much over here. We'll just leave it be. However, we do have the time passes. I need funds to live, but perhaps this recent upset in my circumstances is a secret blessing. Is there something to my dreams? There is a chance in change in the air. So we did lose our job as we found out here. We got let go. That's the reason why we're trying to paint now. So let's go and fast forward here momentarily and see if by time passing something happens. Well, we need to pay bills, so essentially what happened right now, this card automatically, or this category automatically just pulled my fund. So that's gonna happen over time too. A bequest arrives. A letter from a solicitor. The old man at the hospital, the one I dreamed of, has named me in his will. I'll hear more soon. So for some reason, this random dude that we were kind of like not even in charge of, we were just mopping around, he decided to leave his will to us, so we're gonna get some money from that. Alright, let's see. And here it is. The old man has bequeathed me a sum of money and a packet of peculiar papers. Poetry, riddles, metaphysical speculations. For the first time in months, here is some fuel for my reason. So we have now unlocked study as well. We'll collect all this here. So we have a bequest, we have reason, and now we have a lot of funds based on what he decided to award us. So we could also split this up if we want to, but for now we just keep it stacked up this way. So, for study, what can we study, you're asking? Well, we could actually study this bequest, and there's also a little bit of reason as well to it. Let's see if we can start off with this bequest, though. And we need a certain type of approach to this, so am I passionate individual or reasonable one? Well, the only thing we have available right now is reason, so we'll use reason for this bequest here. I'll examine each item with meticulous care. So we'll start this off now. Let's go back into normal here. And let's see if hopefully we're able to sell a painting over here. And this is kind of like how you slowly start building up like your cult. Like you start making acquaintances and, you know, we'll see how it goes. I think we might have lucked out here. I found a customer, she'll probably hang it in her spare bedroom and never look at it again. But her money is good. Sometimes painting will gain you glimmerings. Study them to unlock more advanced painting options. So we should probably study the glimmerings next. Unfortunately, we're already studying something else at the moment, so we'll have to wait. We'll collect all these cards though, and then we can go back to work if we want to. Let's go back to normal. Let's see, anything we could dream about at the moment? I want to hold on to the glimmerings for study, which is right over there. And this is going to be sapping money, which luckily we do have money at the moment. So what I want to dream of momentarily to open something else up. I could do a glimmering. No, I can't. I guess we could do health, and we could also dream of apparently funds as well. Let me go for health. Let's see what does this do for us. Rest. Reconsider your priorities or risk yourself in exploration of the kingdom of sleep. And we have possible outcomes over here. Let's see what happens if we do a dream of resting. We're basically calling it an early night, so if we're really tired, that could be useful. And now you see that over there automatically pulling funds for me because it's going to be like, our day-to-day expenditures essentially. Now we have a lot of things available from that bequest and our reasonable exploration of it. My correspondent describes my dreams exactly. They use these names that are instantly familiar: the house, the wood, the hours, the glory. They knew secrets beneath time and the skin of the world. A new curiosity burns in me. There is a note here, directions to a bookshop that does not advertise its wares. Cool, so let's collect everything over here thus far. And we do want to study the glimmering, as we kind of got a tip for. This one is on cooldown. Oh, both of them are. Doesn't really matter. Let's go over here and do that, and we can do one more glimmering. Absolutely. So, check this out. Every single time you add something, though, there's a bit of different text, so make sure you was reading that. I'll need one more, so we're doing 2 of them here. The tigers of Wrath are wiser than the horses of instruction. If I spend time studying what I've learned, I could increase my passion and gain a skill. So hey, why not? Now, keep in mind that right now I'm using these cards. Sometimes certain things will activate that need a particular card that you've used for something else. It's kind of up to you if you want to use stuff. You could hold on to it instead. You could study something else. So it's always going to be based on you. We have 3 interesting things here, though. Notes of a possible collaborator. We should probably read this. Let me pause momentarily. Hey, get back over here. My correspondent had recorded his observations of me. He believed I had potential. He recorded his observations of someone else too. With time and study, perhaps I can find that person. You could change the time this remains over here. I reduced it earlier before I recorded for some reason, and now I kind of regret it. Cryptic directions to the obscure address of a certain moorland. A dealer in the rare sort of book. We have a watchman's secret. It has been expressed like this: each hour has its color, but color exists only where there is light. And finally, we have Temptation Enlightenment. It has occurred to me that I hold a key to wisdom. This card will allow you to win an enlightenment victory if you upgrade it far enough. Dreaming about it might advance or change it. So we could also dream about this bad boy here if we want to as well, huh? So let's fast forward momentarily. And it's exhausted for good. No, it's back. Cool. So let's go back and do another painting and see if we luck out again. Technically speaking, I should probably hold on to that passion card for something else meanwhile, but eh. And the yearning, again, we don't have this card yet, so we can't really do much with restless at the moment. And now, pause. Alright, so this is what we got from our health dream. Sometimes I have dreamt of a tall woman in a sand-colored coat who stands at the foot of my bed, smiling as she watches me sleep. In that dream, she turns her head with the swiftness of a bird, and her fingers flex like talons. I do not think I dreamt of her last night. If I had, I could not have slept so soundly. That's, sounds like a really terrifying dream. Alright, so let's collect everything over here. We have another fleeting memory. And I got my health card back too. Perfect. It told us that we could probably also dream about... Uh-oh. Exotic cravings. What hungers drive me? So we have, you know, we're regular human. We have quirks to us, particular type of quirks. And right now, we're obsessing over something. Deeper urges. Grab a card to fill its void. So we can either fill this ourselves or it's going to pull something randomly. I don't think at the moment we have any of these though. So I think it's going to probably just pull something randomly from me, which is not particularly something you want happening, but we have no way to kind of dwell our obsession at the moment. So it'll pull something. Let's go back and read about this one, which we got a little bit of an option to. And there we go. We have a reflection too. This requires... Oh, is that the passion one that we just used? I think it is. Can I use reason? Can't use reason. I can use health though, which is glimmering. Perhaps sensation is the sweeter go. So we'll use health as a reflection while we also do that. Study. Let's run again. It's going to pull something, and you needed a yearning, which I can't really meet at the moment. So we're going to pull for me. Huh, nothing at the... Are you going to hang out there until you get the proper card or what? Maybe. My imagination has been fed. There are more windows in my soul, but sunlight is not the only thing that passes through a window. I've gained passion, but it'll be more difficult to gain passion next time. Alright, so we do have passion now. And is there something else we could study? We have this notes of a possible collaborator. This might be the information for our very first apostle to my cult here. We haven't really found a reason to our cult yet, but I'm going to start gathering some people, some possible confidants for the future, right? So I have a name, a description, a few tantalizing details, but there are thousand faces in the city. Let's see if we can find somebody that, you know, has cult-like behavior to them. And I don't think we use the skill for that. No, it's a particular type of yearning I don't have. Don't take my passion card. Obsession. Oh, it gave me restlessness. Didn't we need this for something? We totally did. Okay, this might be good. All right, so we needed that for... There you go. Oh ho. This is actually a pretty good run this far. So you're probably thinking, I have no idea what's happening, Falcon. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're not supposed to really know early on what's happening. Right now, we're just kind of putting a couple of... We're rolling dice, essentially. We're just moving parts of the pieces around the game board. And once we start getting people joined in, that's when you start doing rituals and stuff like that. So right now, it's kind of really easy at first to be like, I don't know what's happening. But it'll all start making sense pretty soon. So we have a potential collaborator here. Let's see. And now I have an address. I'll dispatch a letter and a purpose and propose a meeting. Talk has now been unlocked. So now we have a way to talk to any people who might, you know, be easily influenced by my cult-like behavior. So we'll collect this Mystique card. And we can study something else, and we also have the acquaintance. We're waiting a response for the letter that we sent out, apparently, too. So we could study something else meanwhile. Have we studied this directions to more? Oh, that's the bookshop, right? Let's definitely study that. And we're about to have this pop up over here. Ooh. We got 5 cards out of this. I found a customer again. She'll probably hang it in her spare bedroom and never look at it again, right? But her passion's exhausted. We have a couple of these dudes here. Contentments. Okay, we have 2 contentments now. And what else did we get here? I work, you can go away now. Exhausted passion. Cool. So we have 2 passion cards now. These are normally used by themselves, so I'll keep them together. Alrighty. Right now, like, my OCD is really kicking in, but I try to ignore it. I usually start lining stuff up properly where it should go, but at least for the premise of, like, continuity for this video and progression, I'll just ignore it. So, I think we're fine with my funds at the moment, so I'll skip work for a while. Have somebody call me up pretty soon, like, hey, Falcon, why are you showing up to work? Stop running your freaking cult and get to work, buddy. My goal is sensation now. I have refocused my intentions. Their experience tugged like veins beneath the world's skin. I will know the deepest of them, though the experience might devour me. Okay, so we have health, and ooh, we have a temptation. A lot of these cards I haven't seen in my other runs, so I'm kind of curious about like how many different cards there are to the game, because like a lot of these like I've never seen before in my prior runs. I've played this game like I've taken it out for like 2 runs. I haven't completed any of them. I've gotten pretty far, but I don't know, I'm just trying to learn it still, essentially. Let's see, I could achieve experience of an intensity few could imagine. This card will allow you to win a sensation victory if you upgrade it far enough. Did it say something about study? Dream about it. Oh, okay. Let's dream about this temptation. Might advance it or change it. So let's see if we can advance it forward. Should I dedicate myself to my purpose or focus my efforts elsewhere? Let's dream about this card. And you're asking for amusing, which is reason, which we do have. Perfect. So, wait, what else could we use? We could use the Watchman's Secret as well. Why not? I'm gonna hold on to my reason card for something else. The Watchman card, I've seen it before, and it's very particular to use that. So if I have a chance to use it now, I will. And we might get it back anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, so we might get a response from this possible first person here. Come on, come on. Give me something favorable. The reply to your letter is courteous, if cautious. They are intrigued by how you found their name, intrigued enough to meet you. Oh, we do have a possible person now. So here we have Slee, an acquaintance. Craig Slee, the astronomer and avant-garde poet, has developed an interest in... damn it. In the esoteric as his health wanes. You might be able to recruit this acquaintance as a follower. So how about we try to talk to him now that we know about him? Here is someone I might work with, a companion or a follower. But first I must give them something to follow. A society, a sodality, an order, a cult. So I don't think we have any cult cards just yet. But let's see if by talking to him, we could open something up. And we have exploration now too. Oh yeah, so now we could actually go to places and explore, which I think we got from the Moorland study. We have an occult scrap. Explore the city with health or followers, explore locations or investigate the possibilities of lore. Exploration is often unpredictable. So followers or apparently HP. So we could definitely use that over here if we want to, huh? Well, we have no followers at the moment, so let's give this a try. Crowded through fairs by day, a fog-wrapped labyrinth by night. I'll walk the streets seeking secrets until I can walk no more. So we're gonna definitely go out there and do it ourselves for this one. So let's see how it goes for us. Over here we have the Moorland shop, which apparently we found. An ill-lit street and an ill-favored bend in the lesser river. A soft yellow light through a grimy window. Miss Moorland nods as I enter, but doesn't rise. I never ask the names of my clients, she informs me, before I have time to introduce myself. So now we have opened up Explore, which is the one that we just opened up here. So we have Moorland shop. Can I study Moorland's shop? I don't think we can. No. But we could probably go to it. We could definitely explore it next time. So is there anything else that we could use here for study momentarily? Let's see. We have a skill, occult scrap. Let's see about studying the occult scrap. Oh. And we need another opening for this. With what? Oh, we need 2 occult scraps to make this work, huh? Which we don't have. So let's see here. Let's do the skill if we can. Oh, wow. You need 4 glimmerings. Wow, wait, we don't have 4 glimmerings. We don't have any glimmerings at the moment, actually. So we can't study that either. Okay. So I think the other thing that we had was reason. Study a little bit of reason, apparently. Well, let's do that. Let's do a reasonable study. Let's progress now. And let's see what talking to our boy and also searching the streets is going to acquire for us here. Okay. Hold up. What happened here? Well, first and foremost, we got 2 cards out of this one. Oh, we have notoriety. I don't think notoriety is actually good because that's basically, you know, letting the world know that, hey, you're a sketchy dude and you might be up to some weird cult-like behavior. I have begun my true work. The authorities will take an interest in it. I must be ready for them. You have begun to establish your cult. It will need a little more before you can recruit followers. So let's collect everything over here for now. And we'll hold off. What do we have here? Choose the founding principles of our cult. So we have now started it now, boys. Tradition and compulsion, old, new, or both together. Add lore to determine your cult's founding principles. So do we have any sort of doctrine here? We have an occult strap. We don't know anything about it because I haven't studied it though, so do we just take a random risk here? Is that the only thing we have available? Just the occult scrap, huh? Alright, let's give it a try here. My Established in the Society of Saint Hydra, an occult society dedicated to the study of the 5 histories and their 1,000 demi-real branches. Okay, sure. We'll see how that goes. Now, interrogate, intimidate, beguile, instruct. I don't think, can we talk to you again? No, because we already did that, right? Yeah, we did that already. So there's really no other card I can use here at the moment for talk, right? No. You're exploring, you're doing your thing, you're over here waiting. Anything for work? Not particularly, I would say. No. Okay, let's go back to normal. And we have this over here about to pop in. What do we got? I might have found somewhere unusual. So we're tired, but we also found the street strange by moonlight. Sometimes the light of the moon is a key to other spaces. I found a place where, for a night or two, the streets curve in unfamiliar ways. If I walk here, I might find insight or I might be touched by madness. I really should change the amount of time that stays there. I probably will if you guys want to see more of this, because I think we're almost out of time, as a matter of fact. If you guys would like to see a bit more, do let me know. It's really, really questionable that I would do some more, because I really enjoy this. I'm not sure if a lot of you guys will, because as I mentioned, it's very story heavy, very just a lot of reading, not a lot of gameplay. I know a lot of people are kind of like, oh, you know, I get bored just listening. I need guns on the screen, pow pow, otherwise I can't do it. So if you guys do enjoy and want to see some more, do let me know. We'll definitely continue it. Since we're out of time, let's see if we could actually just see about this street strange by moonlight. Is there anything I could do here? We could explore it further. Yeah, we could explore it further. Let's go for it. And let's see, what about you, buddy? Was that you? No, that was just because you opened up. That eyeball opens up by itself and it just kind of trips me on occasion. So at the moment, we're just kind of just waiting for a lot of these to just go through. Let's fast forward here momentarily. Oh, we lost cards here. Not sure what I lost, but stuff were lost. Oh, we have a trembling in the air. The sun flickers like a shadow. Dreams ripple behind the surface of mirrors. I must be careful not to drift from the waking world. Fascination may provoke vision. So our fascination with stuff is kind of tripping us out here. So you need, we don't have that card. I've seen that card before, but we don't have it at the moment. So, at the moment, you're gonna grab stuff randomly like that dude over there, which is kind of annoying. We have explored this area, though. A vision passed me with paven grace, a window over a wood, a garden of ice, a shimmering sun, a woman of glass. I will return home reluctantly. We got a glimmering, though, which is cool. The music is still great, too. Oh, check that out. We have the Watchman's Secret and this coming back to us, maybe? Yes. So we can dream about some other things if we want to. Oh boy, there's so many things on the board now. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Cultist Simulator. All the information will be down below if you want to pick this up for yourself. If you're into lore, a lot of story, that cultist, Lovecraftian thing, we haven't really got into the really meat of things yet because obviously we're just starting off the cult. But as you progress further and further, things get really, really wicked. But if you guys want to check it out for yourselves, all the information will be down below. If you want to see some more, holler at me in the comments, let me know by leaving a thumbs up in the video, and maybe, we'll do some more. But this is a really fun game. I will catch you guys next time.